Hi, I'm back. I have made a lot of progress on my love letter top, and I'm so excited to show you all. I'm going to be going through just some silent knitting, and you're going to see my progress. I'm so excited that it's coming along nice. Oh, I forgot to mention, I am Sierra. This is my channel, Sierra Made. So I do crochet and knitting, and I just wanted to join YouTube to show off my skills and hopefully get a community together that we can do this fun craft together. All right, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe. I finally was able to cast on the first front panel, and I'm working the chart as the pattern states. So last night, I had a late night because me and my husband, we went to see family. It was my little cousin's birthday, so that was fun. Went to Dave & Buster's, and it was nice. But then, for some reason, when I got home, I was on a real kick to find some patterns on Ravelry, and I just kind of went on like a 4-hour binge looking up knitting and all the things. So I found a lot of cute patterns that I want to do. But I have to get the right yarn. That's what it always comes down to, is getting the right yarn. So, you know, eventually I will get that to make some amigurumi characters that are so cute, little like animals. I saw this one, there was like Winnie the Pooh, and they look so cute. And I found this really cool thing for iPad. It's called Knitting Chart. So I'm able to make my own double knitting charts. And I'm excited to try that because I drew out a picture, like both pictures for both sides, last night. And I'm gonna give it a try after I finish this top. So, to try to make a dice bag. I'm excited about that. So, that's a nice thing. And it was only $20 one-time payment. Not like a subscription or anything, which, you know, that's always good. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that because that's the one thing that I've always wanted to try to do. Because even when I started crochet, I was making my own crochet patterns like within a year, you know, like it was that easy for me to do crochet patterns, just like making them myself. I made so many things just by myself, and just freehanding from like pictures and getting inspiration that way. So it really was like super easy for me. So when I started knitting, I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely something I want to do, start making patterns. And yeah, knitting is a whole nother animal. It is not something that you can just make a pattern on the go. I mean, it really takes structure, planning, lots of math, which is not my strong suit in the slightest. So, yeah, that's something that I'm really excited about. So if it all comes to fruition with the knitting chart app, which you can just type it into your Apple store and it comes up, and then you just pay, and it's amazing because there's so many different things you can do. You can do free-form charts. You can draw your own pictures in there to make the charts. You can bring in pictures from like Pinterest or Ravelry or anything like that to create your own thing, kind of from like somebody else's, you know, like you get inspiration from somebody else's pattern, and then you tweak a bunch of stuff and make it your own. Because I think that the hardest thing is to get like the foundation of the knitting pattern, you know, that takes like the most time, because the math, the gauge, you know, you have to calculate everything out before you can actually even make a swatch to see what kind of needles you should use for what type of yarn, you know. So I'm really excited that this kind of is a little tiptoe into me being able to make my own patterns, because that is something that I have wanted to do. I have so many ideas. You know, I don't know if you watch the BoJack on Netflix, but I love that show. That's one of my top favorite shows. I've watched it like 40 times. But I would love to try to make like a top and a skirt that replicates Princess Carolyn, her outfit. So she has fish that go like horizontally across, and it's like this teal bottom, you know, for like the top and the skirt itself, and then the fish are yellow, and my favorite color is yellow, so like I think that would look so cute. And I really want to try to make that. Yeah, I truly wish that like the BoJack Horseman show was a real thing, because I love that show so much. I would have watched that sitcom 100%. So if you know, I could do the double knitting bag that I'm envisioning, then, you know, it's endless and I can do anything. So I'm really excited, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, that'll be my next project after this top. But it would be so amazing if I could do that. So beyond that, I do want to still do the muscle pearl hat. I'm working on a pair of socks for my friend for Christmas. I just made her son this cute little hat. I still have to weave in the ends, but I just made this for him, and I think he's gonna love it. Just a little fair I'll knit, and I love it. So that's for Christmas for him, and then I'm gonna make his mom a pair of socks, pink socks. They're like pink and gray. I think I might have them here, yeah. So this is how they're looking at the moment. I don't have much done at all, but I'm in the gusset doing the decreases right now. So far, it's looking super cute. Nice and rustic. I like it. I think she's gonna love them. One of my best friends ever since like middle school. She's the best. So I've always made stuff for like I've made a lot of stuff for her son, but I haven't made anything for her. So I'm like, I gotta make her something this year, you know? So beyond that though, like, there's just so many patterns on Ravelry. Like, I swear I was on it for literally like 4 hours, and I added so many things to my favorites. I would love to do the honey bucket bag by Petite Knit. That looks so awesome, but I have no idea how to do the honeycomb brioche stitch. Like, it seems pretty intense. So I might try that, you know. There was another top that I really liked. The Ramculus, something like that. That's a really cute, like, oversized top. God, there's so many, like, literally. Ravelry can just go on and on forever, literally. So, another thing that I really do enjoy is true crime podcasts. So it's so funny because I'm always listening to Crime Junkie, and my husband, he was like, "Oh, while you're knitting, you could be telling a true crime story. So why don't you give that a go?" So, like, is that something that would be of interest on this? I mean, I've never seen a knitter go into true crime, like, stories while they're vlogging. So, I mean, it'd be totally something different. But, I don't know if that's something anybody would even watch. But I know I like it just to knowing what kind of sickos there are out there. It kind of gives me anxiety, but at the same time, you know, having the knowledge of what people are capable of, I think is really useful. So, I mean, sometimes, you know, like, it's not for, like, the faint of heart or if you're squeamish or anything like that, because some stuff is really intense. But I think it is good to know and be aware, you know, for your own personal safety, to listen and kind of be aware, because the Crime Junkie podcast, they talk a lot about, you know, tips to keep yourself safe too, and, you know, what do they call it, Crime Junkie rule. You know, they'll say that if it's something that you should definitely hold on to and remember, and, you know, just keep yourself safe, because, you know, we all know what's going on in the world, and is it getting worse, or are we just paying more attention? I don't know, but it's good to be aware of the stuff that's happening. And I do like that they do recent like crimes, as well as older ones that, like, you've never heard of. So I think that could be something interesting to talk about here. Like I said, I do enjoy listening to them, so I could potentially bring you a story here while I'm knitting. If that's something that sounds interesting and would be, you know, cool to listen to while I knit, and you knit along with me, or, you know, it gives you motivation to do anything else throughout your day, then let me know in the comments, I guess. Yeah, if that's something that you think would be awesome, just let me know, and I will try to compile some information for my viewers here. So I think that'd be something fun to try. So I don't know what holidays are coming up where you're from, but over here where I am, Thanksgiving is just around the corner here. So I'm looking forward to that, spending time with family and, of course, gorging on all the delicious food, getting nice and fat, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. And it's always a good time when you're with family, you know. I'll be here, less than 2 weeks now. I can't believe that it's already that time of the year. But it's always something I look forward to because Christmas is my favorite holiday. So I love Christmas because I love to give gifts and see people's faces when they get them, and, you know, just the pure joy that they get from, you know, knowing that I thought of them and I got them something that they can relate to or use, or, you know, it makes me happy. I've always been like that. I'm a giver for sure. And just makes me happy to, like, see all the smiles. And I love Christmas music. It's a bit of an obsession during this time of year. Actually, my husband absolutely hates it. He works in retail, so he's like, I get enough of that at work constantly during this time of year. I am surprised to see how many people have Christmas lights up. Like, they had them up like at the beginning of November. And I'm like, wow, like, that was quick. Usually you have a little bit of time, you know, after Halloween before people start doing that. But now people are jumping right in. So that's intense, you know, making time go quicker. Makes it seem that way anyway. I do love these needles. I purchased these when I first started knitting about 2 years ago. And, like, it was such a splurge, to be honest, because I had just knit like one thing with like some cheap needles that I got. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a knitter now. So I bought these like $200 needles from Lykke, Lykke. And literally, it's a good thing that it stuck, because if not, that would have been a pretty big purchase for no reason at all. But I'm very happy. I love knitting so much. I wish that I could do it all day, every day. Seriously. The possibilities are endless for what you can make, and I love that. Like, I really do. I enjoyed looking at the lace patterns. They're just so beautiful. I'm gonna be like one of those old ladies that knit doilies for their grandchildren or something. Like, just have doilies all over the college dorm or something. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy knitting. Not so much crochet anymore. I mean, I started there, so I mean, I'll forever have, you know, a love for it because it brought me here. If I didn't crochet first, I don't think that I'd be where I am in knitting, to be honest. But if I could pick one of them, it would absolutely be knitting. I just enjoy how, for one, how little yarn that each project uses. Like crochet, you could go through a dozen skeins for like a sweater or something like that. But like for knitting, it's substantially less. And I think it's just because the way that knitting works, like the piece is more delicate and flowy, and like crochet is bulky. So I don't love the bulkiness of it, you know, like for garment wear, knitting is 100% like superior, in my opinion. But, I mean, crochet garments, they're still cute. You know, I've seen people do them with fingering weight yarn, and I mean, they still look amazing. It's just, I don't enjoy the process as much anymore. So I like to do the amigurumi stuff, like making the animals and stuff like that. But as far as like crochet for anything else, I kind of wouldn't really prefer to crochet anything unless I get like an order, because I do have like a business that I do on the side, Sierra Made. It started off as crochet, so, but now, like I said, like I'm basically more just a knitter now. But I love it. And look at that, only 10 more rows to go on this first front panel. It goes really quick on these two front panels. There's only 30 rows to do, and they're just so little. It's 19 stitches, so I mean, it goes really quick. I am excited though. I have subscribed to Hypnotic Yarn for their Yarnable monthly subscription. I am super excited to get that because it starts for December. So that's my little Christmas present to myself. It's a monthly subscription, so it's gonna come with a box each month. I'm not sure what day yet, but I cannot wait. I have been on the waiting list for, I think, like 8 months. So and it's not that they didn't open the waiting list up, because they did once, but I wasn't prepared at that time to do it. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. And I'm going to do an unboxing here on my channel once I get that. So that's going to be really fun. I'm going to unbox all the yarn that I get for Christmas too, and anything like that. So you can see all the goodies I get and watch me wind up some of my favorites that I'm going to cast on right away. But I really look forward to getting yarn, or even like yarn supplies, knitting books. I loved that last year for Christmas. My mother-in-law, she got me this sock knitting book that showed a bunch of different stitches, a bunch of different ways to construct a sock, and all this stuff, and I love it. I was so excited, honestly. I didn't even put it down. Like on Christmas Day last year, I was just fully enthralled with that book. Just like, I got so many things for Christmas, but it was like that book was everything, because when I first started knitting, I was determined to knit a sock. When I knit a sock, it was amazing. I flew through it and I didn't stop making socks. Like that's one thing that, like, no matter what project I'm doing, I usually always have a sock on my needles. Just like as a quick to pick up knit, because it's so quick. It's super satisfying how quick socks go. So, you know, you have these longer projects like a lace top or a big sweater, but like when you just want like kind of mindless knitting, for me, I pick up a sock. And so I always have to have a sock at the ready for sure. So that's just me though. It's just relaxing. I don't know, like everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I mean, I did first, when I first started, I was watching Earth Tones Girl, and she actually was the one that I followed for her initial shorty sock pattern. So that is how I learned how to knit socks, and her videos were so helpful. She does this whole how to knit a sock, like basic training type thing on YouTube. So I was really happy that I found that, and she's really good at teaching. So that just stuck, and I just been making socks ever since. And then another person that I really enjoy watching is Crazy Sock Lady. It just blows my mind how she knits so much. Like, I have no idea how she does it so quickly, but she's amazing. And I mean, that's how I heard about Yarnable. That's how I hear a lot of the designers, and kind of like all the project bags that she shows off and everything like that. It's really cool, and I would love to have like a little knitting community like that over here myself, you know, like where I could be doing like live streams of knitting and we knit along together or anything like that. It would be awesome to start that, as I know, you know, everybody's got to start somewhere, and it would be amazing if I could eventually get to that point. So then it's like just a community of knitters, you know. You can find people you can meet up with and go knit together, or knitting virtually together. You know, I've seen a lot of people that will do like the swapping of yarns and stuff, and then you kind of knit along with another person to like doing the same pattern. So I think that's fun too. There's just so many things that I'm sure I haven't even found related to knitting and the knitting community that are pretty amazing, you know, bringing people together. Just like this one little thing brings everybody together, just, you know, and it's just nice. It's like hand making items, I think, has always been a thing for me. I think I've always been like a gifter that likes to make things for other people, and not everybody has loved that, but that's how I am. So here I am with a little update. I have reached joining in the round, so it's connected fully by the needles, and it's looking so good. I'm very happy with it so far. Still got a lot of work to do on it, but I'm attacking the body now, so this is it. Super excited. Like and subscribe. I'm back with an update. So things have been going really well. Here is what I have so far. And I have made a couple mistakes, but I was able to pretty much correct them. It looks so big. I'm doing a 2XL in the love letter top. And I think it's looking good so far. There's still so much to do. I'm on the final chart. Finally. Chart C took like forever. I feel like, it was like 42 rounds. So like that took a really long time. Now I'm on chart D, and what I'm not looking forward to is doing the I-cord bind off, because that takes forever on the neck and the armholes. But then it'll give it a little bit more structure, because right now they're ginormous holes. But I'm really happy with how it's looking right now. Like, the detail is crazy. I loved doing the hearts. You can see the hearts here. Like, I don't want it to come off my needles though, because that's the thing. I do have to get needle stoppers. That's something I do not have. And it would have been helpful throughout this whole project to have those. It's been kind of tedious just having it laying around. But I don't know if you can see the hearts. I don't have the best lighting, but the hearts are amazing. They look so cool. And once I block it, it's gonna really just look amazing and really pop out all the designs. I know it's a little hard to see right now, but it looks really good right now. I am running low on my yarn. Thank goodness I have a whole other one right above me there. So it's a good thing I had like a lot extra. I did get a little tired of it, so I took a little bit of like a day and a half break, because it was just like the charts are really intense, you know. So that takes a lot of time, you know, and you kind of have to be focused. But on another project that I've been back and forth on too in between are my socks for my friend. I finished this one. Well, not finished. I have to do the Kitchener stitch still, but it's done for the most part. Everything is good. And I cast on my second one, and I did the cuff. I did the leg. So now the next step, you know, the heel flap, the heel turn, the gusset, and then smooth sailing once I get to the foot. And I mean, the foot, I did the foot like really quick on this one. So that's my little update. I've been pretty busy with all the knits. And my husband actually just bought me some more yarn. I'm super excited about it. He got me alpaca yarn and 100% wool. I don't know what I'm going to be making with those just yet, but like he got me a bunch of different colors. I'm really excited to try those and figure out what projects will be best for them. But yeah, I'm excited. I have so much yarn. I have to cake up so much. But I'm hoping I should be finishing this top by next week. I really hope. But again, that's going to depend on how long the I-cord bind off takes. Because if you're a knitter, you know that's a process. So once I do start it, I'll probably do like one armhole, then the next day do the neck hole, then the next day do the next armhole. Because I don't see me doing multiple I-cord bind offs in the same day. Like, that'll just give me a headache, I think. I don't enjoy that bind off, but that is what it says to do in the pattern, so I'm gonna follow it. But besides that, I'm just excited to cast on the next project. You know, I have a lot going on right now, but once I can do that double knitted bag that I was talking about, I think that's gonna look awesome. And I have someone that's interested in that bag, the pattern that I made. So we're gonna see how that goes. That's exciting. But beyond that, that's my progress so far. I'm on day 5. I thought that I can get it done in a week, but no way. Probably if I was doing a smaller size, I would have been done, but it's a 2X, so it can fit. And yeah, it's a pretty big piece. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I did make some mistakes, but nothing that is throwing the whole thing off. I was able to fix most of them. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. Will I ever be making another one? I don't think so. Unless somebody wants to pay a lot of money for it. I don't think so. Because it's been a trying time. Like, I enjoy knitting. I haven't so much enjoyed this. Like I said, just the charts are a lot. I probably should have done something smaller and lace to try to like test it out first on if I was gonna like lace. And yeah, I haven't loved it. So I love how it's turning out and what it looks like, but the actual process of it has been a lot. Pretty challenging. So, I mean, I've learned a lot though. I didn't know how to make a bobble stitch. I didn't know how to do the lacy things, you know, all the yarn overs. Making the heart was so awesome. Making the little wavy things, like it looks really awesome. I struggled with seed stitch on a pattern previously, and seed stitches in this, and I did it perfectly. So yeah, just some things that I'm learning, and it's a good thing that I'm doing it at the same time, because I'm also realizing what I don't necessarily like. So the next time I'm looking for patterns, I'll know, like, yeah, let's skip that one if it's a little too lacy, because I don't enjoy it. I love the way it looks, but it's all about actually being happy while knitting. That's why I got so much done on the sock, because I really needed a break from those charts. So, yeah, we'll see where I'm at. In the next video, I will come back on for next week to show you the end. I hope I'll be done. But yeah, if you're interested in sticking around to see that, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when I post. And we'll see how this comes along. I can't wait to try it on and see how it actually looks. Because right now I can't try it on because I don't feel like transferring everything to scrap yarn and then trying it on, then putting it back on the needles. What I wish I had is one of those like silicone things that you put on the needle tip and just drag it through. That would be awesome, but I don't have one of those. So I'm just going to trust the process and trust the pattern that it's going to fit. And yeah, we'll see. Once I'm all done, then I'll put it on and we'll know what it's looking like. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. All right, bye-bye.